You guys, it finally happened. Zac Efron and myself met for the first time this past weekend. In case you hadn't heard, but if you've been following my website or my Twitter or my Facebook or have just been around, then you'll know that Zac Efron and I met, and it was well worth the wait. It was at my big one night in Austin extravaganza. I knew that Zac was in town, and I invited him on Twitter, but I don't think he does his own Twitter, and I didn't know he would get the message. And my party started, and it started really early. I had to be there by 4 p.m. And I kind of had forgotten that Zac was in town and I had invited him. And then close to 10:30 p.m., I was backstage about to go introduce Paloma Faith. And Zac Efron comes up, and I remembered that I had invited him and that we were trying to get him there, that he was in town. And I introduced myself, and I'm like, Zac Efron. And he's like, you're Perez? You look so much different in person. I'm like, yeah, I know, I've lost a lot of weight, I look so much better. And then I said, we need a hug. And then we hugged for a while, in a non-gay way. It was more of like a beautiful bonding moment, and there's photographic evidence of our meeting. There's one photo. And then here's an even better photo. This photo of Zac and I meeting is so flawless. We both look amazing. I look really hot in this photo. If I would have met Zac Efron and had a bad photo out of it, I would have cried. But thankfully, I got a perfect photo. I'm getting photos of this printed. I'm getting magnets made. I might even have underwear with this photo on it so that I could always wear it. But you know, we chatted a bit. We laughed about not having met in a while. I told Zac Efron, I quote, "Stop fighting the pretty." And he knew what I meant, meaning, you know, he doesn't have to try so hard not to be the gorgeous man that he is. You know, do films that are all kinds of movies, but don't not do a romantic comedy because that's the expected thing to do. Do the romantic comedy and also do something else on the side. Zac stayed and enjoyed Macklemore, and I got his number. That's right. We've been text buddies. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how Zac Efron finally met Perez Hilton.
No drip drop. Pegasus wings on my flip flip flops. Make you wanna touch